and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Sorry, we're not on Twitch anymore. We're on YouTube. Hello, everybody on YouTube and D&D land. Woo! It's so much more exciting now. Yay, Team Google. I guess I don't fucking know. What do people on YouTube say? I've never actually watched a YouTube gaming stream before, so yay, Google? Anyways, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are interested in joining us inside of any of our games, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out and let me know. How many people do we have right now? 4? No, 5. There we go. Alrighty, Fett, tell us what happened last session while I fix everybody's faces.
All right. So, we began in port after we took over that other pirate boat, and we gave the other captain the other boat and brought in all the pirates to get the bounty. And we sort of were hanging out in town while Captain Sally looked for information on the other group of pirates that was somewhere else. I think I was the only one who actually bought anything. I got a new shield and a couple augments, or one new augment, and then we put an old augment into my shield. So there's that. We got information on where the pirates were. They're heading south to the Triad Isles, or south of them.
Yeah.
They have strong, or they heard of an ancient temple of Markov worship, and they have strong ties to Markov, so they're like going there to do something not good. We traveled our way there, did decently well, I think, considering Sebastian's the only actual sailor. But we ran into this odd storm, and it turns out it's like some sort of storm elemental. He was kind of fucking us up until we somehow communicated to him that we wanted to go fuck up the guys that made him angry. So he was cool with us then and like helped us out. Got us to the island area. There were 2 ships on a long, thin island. One was wrecked. I don't remember if the galleon was wrecked or not, but it was in there too. We looted the wrecked ship, found a whole bunch of cool stuff. We're kind of going into this jungle island. Ran into some were they demons, I think, or abominations or something like that.
It
Yeah,
was a deer.
yeah, that like eats people or something.
Yeah.
It was
Friendly.
asking Moose if we were his food. He didn't want to like steal his food or something. And before anything else could happen, it sort of just left. And now we're kind of trying to sneak through the we're following some tracks of the people who had their ship crash, and yeah, I believe that's kind of where we left off. We're following the tracks, trying not to get murdered by things.
So, as you all are following these tracks deeper into the forest, imagine that you hear the wonderful music that I set up inside of this game to allow you to immerse yourselves even more strongly into the game itself that is happening. Being able to look at the specific map that really, really exemplifies the atmosphere. Wonderful. Sorry, I'm slightly salty. And as an explanation to anybody who's listening to complete and utter silence right now, Roll20 is down again. So, yay. If anybody has experience on other platforms and want to help me set up on a different platform, please and thank you. But anyways, thinking about it, everybody, the roles you're going to be making, we're going to base them off of vibes. you know, I feel like that's a good enough roll. We're not. So, yeah. Because we don't have access to our character sheets and shit. Unless you do, in which case you tell me.
So you're
So,
telling me that's not how you DM?
I mean,
So
typically I at least have like number references.
I tried to open Roll20 like my one-shot character for Murder Savannah, and that worked. So maybe if we
Really?
try to go into 1 in 20 one at a time, we can like take a picture with our. Oh, my Roll20 just came up.
Hey, I just got in.
They heard me talking shit. Hey. However, yeah, seriously, I'm still looking to fucking move. This is unacceptable.
Everybody, quick, take a picture of your character sheet.
Yeah, right? Just screenshot your stats. That's all that matters. Come on. We'll wing everything else. I have the handouts. I'm good. Actually, speaking of which, now I have to open up all my handouts. Please give me a second.
Before you open all those handouts, let us get our character sheets.
Yeah, I mean, y'all do that, but fuck it. I need to do my shit. Y'all do yours.
I feel like yours will take more bandwidth.
Probably. He's actually taking a picture.
Dude, I'm not fucking around.
Yeah, totally. Anywho, you all are walking deeper into this jungle. Moving along as best as you can, you're starting to feel your feet sink into the mud and spread the juices of it wider, crunching and beginning to feel the heat of this surrounding area as you are walking through. Moose, you are not an individual who has experienced heat like this before in your life. Everywhere you've lived up until now has been cool, relaxing. And I think that also goes for Edgar and Casimir? Yeah, where you would be from would be cold. Actually, no, it would be very warm out there. So you're fine. But yeah, Moose, this is incredibly uncomfortable for you. And you're doing this weird thing where your body starts becoming wet.
I don't like this. Do you do this as well? And he holds up a sweaty palm.
Everyone in the group is sweating right now. Wait.
Do my sweat?
Oh, God. You're all leaking.
Except Casimir. Casimir is the only one not sweating right now.
The only
I don't know what you're
correlation-
talking about. It seems fine here.
Look, they're leaking. I'm leaking.
I'm fine.
Edgar's always sweating. This is no different.
Fair enough.
I'm going back. And he pops back into the bag.
Trivial keeps casting prestidigitation on herself, trying to dry herself out.
Very well. As you're all moving through here, you hear an absence of creatures for a moment. Again. And off in the distance, you hear the rumbling of thunder and lightning crackling against the sky, making the human nature of this area almost electrified with presence. Now, let's look at passives again.
19.
13.
16.
Everyone aside from Sebastian.
17.
Everyone aside from Sebastian. You notice up ahead that a few of the branches and vines in this area have been cut through. And there's a few sections of trees that look like they were removed of a few branches, thick ones as well, out of the way. Up until now, you've only been following very old footprints in the mud with a stick. Okay, then.
Let's follow the cut vegetation.
The what?
The vegetation that is cut. Let's follow it. She like literally points it out, like the whole Vanna White thing. Like, see?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Hey,
Sebastian.
hey. Yeah.
I find this to be a slightly stupid idea. But I have nothing better. When it comes to that, my only concern is that whatever broke that might
It's
want to
cut,
eat
it's
us.
not broken. So whatever cut it, they're using tools. I'm thinking probably the people that we're following came this way.
That sounds plausible.
Moose just like kind of trails his like looks and trails off.
So, you all continue following after it? As you move through this area, you start to notice that there's a lot more of these cut vines that seem to be cut higher up in the trees. About 10 feet above where your head level would be. And there's a section of this landscape lifted up that is no longer completely soaked and lying inside of the muddy, swamp-like floor of this jungle. As you climb up there, allowing yourselves walking through this to drain your boots a little bit. All of you, except Sebastian, notices that there's a slight pain around your feet and ankles.
Oh, good.
Well, except
I
Moose, of
know what
course,
that
because you
is.
haven't walked.
Yeah, but I know what that is. Well, it might not be, considering what I'm thinking secretes something that makes you forget about it.
So the four of you come to that realization.
Edgar will pull his shoes off and start taking a look.
All right. You rip off your boot and look down there, and there is this tiny, roly-poly looking critter attached to the side of your ankle.
I'm going to grab it and yank it off.
All right. Just grab and rip.
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a percentile die. Well, not percentile, a
There.
d20.
There go your arteries.
6.
That's pretty bad. As you rip it out, you suffer 6 points of necrotic damage, as the teeth seem to still be inside of you, and the creature itself was ripped off. Very tiny, and you kind of throw it off to the side, but you feel that stinging pain in your ankle still. It's really inconvenient, and the wound is bleeding a little bit.
Ooh. Oh, ooh and ooh.
It hurts very badly.
Let me take a look.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check, Moose.
Oh, it loaded back up. How nice of it. The teeth still seem to be in there,
from this creature. Some type of tick-like entity. And because of his brute force, it's still left a little bit embedded in there, which can be problematic if it's diseased, if it secretes poison, or if it does any other type of effect like that. Though the creature is probably dead, it could still have a lingering effect on him.
I'm gonna take out a dagger.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and like. Have you ever seen somebody try and yank out a jumping cactus?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if that works, and if it doesn't, I'm going to look at Edgar and I'm gonna say, "I am very sorry."
All right. Roll me a medicine check. See if you can help.
15.
15. That's high enough. You start pinching around the skin and grabbing where it's at and scooting them out. And after they fall out, they're itty-bitty tiny things. If you weren't so small, there's no way it'd be this easy to get them out. But they seem to be removed from Edgar's heel. Not heel. Ankle.
Gonna look at Edgar. When you find more of those, don't yank them off. And I'm going to look at everyone else. Well, never thought I'd say this. Boots off. Socks off. Anything off. Well, not anything. Please keep your pants on.
Trivial
I didn't know
will...
you were so formal. Like, so upfront.
You better buy me dinner first. Trivial's gonna remove her.
Is that a
boots.
mating ritual?
Yes, that is a mating ritual. You have to buy dinner first. I'm gonna remove my boots.
I'll do the same.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Moose, all three of them seem to have these little creatures on their ankles. Only one each, though. And as well as Liara and Callisto.
I'm gonna look at Casimir. With your condition, how much discomfort do you feel at the moment?
I mean, to be honest, I kind of sympathize with them if they're going for the blood, but it is a bit strange for them to go for my kind.
That is true. Sorry to say, but I'd rather not have to deal with the skin pulling again.
I think I might have a way. I don't know if this will work.
Have you
But I
tried
can try.
brushing its head? As you pull
I'm
it?
just going to do this. And I'll just like summon my shadow, and then I'll teleport to it and see if the thing actually follows me.
It does. Bing, bing.
This is interesting. That shouldn't really
Yes.
follow if it's living. I don't teleport with other things.
Well, it's interesting. Honestly, if it's a leech or a leech-like creature, I would think that it would actually be multiple of them on you at the moment. Well, not you, actually. The rest of them.
Casimir. One of
Hello.
your things is a consumable-like effect. Unleash Incarnate.
Yes. That is just
Okay.
to do an extra attack.
All right. You are down one of those.
Interesting. Okay.
As it went with you, you feel a little just off. It's not like that noticeable, but off.
Well, Casimir,
Yes.
the scientific method is not applicable right now, I think. Please attempt to crush its head as you pull it off.
Okay. And he just like fly swats it against himself.
Oh god,
That
roll
could
me a.
possibly. Oh god.
Unfortunately, Bruce's set force will not work. You successfully kill it. But yeah, the teeth are in there again.
Well, I was just basing this off my own experience with actual ticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
don't
just
really have
slapping them doesn't work.
Yes, and I gave him instructions to pinch
Yep.
and pull.
But you're dealing with Casimir.
All right,
I did
Casimir.
this right? Yes, that was it.
No, pinch and pull. Like, I don't know. Delicate
You are saying words, but I
operations.
am not understanding.
Edgar, please help him. Get that thing out of him. I'm dealing with the others. Trivial, Sebastian, pinch and pull.
Trivial will follow instructions and pinch and pull.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
I would love to. I cannot roll. I can't pull up my character sheet.
I hopefully can.
We go
Sleight
by
of hand
previous sleight of hands. Yeah.
+3. 7. You pinch the sides and ow, that kind of hurt. It's still in though, unfortunately.
Of course it is.
She
So I
tried.
have-
It's just pinching them. They're far softer than you would have expected. Yeah,
I
Sebastian.
have one on my ankle as well.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I want to light
However-
a torch.
However, you feel perfectly fine with it there.
Goddamn paladin magic.
Ignorance is
Disease,
bliss,
you
baby.
say? I don't get diseased. I ignore it ever existed. True faithful.
Paladin's the ultimate sleazebags.
But anyways, you said you're gonna light a torch and try burning it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how you kill pigs.
You ignite your torch and place it down against it, and
Well, I'll probably let the torch burn for a little bit and then put it out, so I'm not actually using like real flames, just like the hot embers.
Oh,
It's a little more controllable.
all right. Roll me a sleight of hand check then.
Oh god, my body hairs.
12.
Okay.
That's high enough, actually. You manage to place it against it, and you hear this very tiny, and then it hurts you a little bit. You will suffer 1 point of fire damage, but after you pull the torch away, the creature has like shrunk and shriveled up to almost microscopic size. Like you can barely see it.
Hit with my hammer.
That
Roll
seems
for
overkill.
damage.
Alright.
You hit yourself in the ankle with your hammer. Like
I thought it. You said it fell off on the ground. It's like
no, it's
shriveled up.
shriveled up. It's still there. It's like you can just pluck it
Oh.
off now.
Okay, I thought it fell off.
I'm going to attempt
Alright,
a
I'll pluck it
medicine
off.
check. Oh, sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
thought you were
Go ahead, Moose.
trying to pull this thing out of Trivial's ankle.
Okay. After you did it the first time, you're starting to figure out the way it is. The teeth are kind of like hooked, and they just grab in around like the veins inside of them. So you just work around that, and Trivial, you're gonna get cut a little bit for 4 points of slashing damage.
I can
But-
take it.
They're out.
It's better than a possible 20 points of necrotic damage.
Let me roll Callisto to see if he can get his. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Sleight of hand. What'd he get? Hey, no problem. He takes it and puts it in a jar. Liara. What would Liara do, guys, to get rid of this thing? Acid splash?
Grow... Oh god. Grow diamonds out of the skin.
Acid splash. Ah.
Ew, this is so disgusting. She's good at medicine. She'll do that.
Natural 1. Natural 1.
She's pretty good at it, yeah. She takes her own set of tweezers that she has, you know, eyebrows and such, and bink, it's off. Done. Now, everybody seems to be okay. I don't know if you care or not, but the zombie has one on it as well.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna look. Doesn't Casimir still have his on?
Yeah, I think I crushed it, but I don't think I actually got them out. But
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
after
decided to
watching
instruct-
Moose, I'll attempt to do it with my own dagger. I attempt to just pick them out.
All right, medicine check or sleight of hand check. Your call. Hey, you're so much better at doing things your damn self than you are at anything else.
Exactly.
That's why you and Edgar are such a great duo. All right. You managed to pluck them out as well, and all of you rub your ankles. It hurts a little bit, but, you know, it's probably fine. You take a minute or so to put a wrap around the area because you don't want wounds in environments like this. Except Sebastian, you're cool. But anyways. You all continue following on top of the mounds of dirt that are much taller, still a little muddy, but nowhere near as drenching as everything else. You're not slipping into it, and your feet aren't slopping all the way down inches at a time. You're just walking through.
Did we happen to notice where these things came from? And, like, are they just everywhere?
You don't see any of them around you. They just, out of nowhere, you started feeling them. And then, once you got out of the water, you dealt with it. That's all. So, anywho. You continue up the pathway. Finding that there appears to be a couple of developed sections out here. Some vines that look tied around branches of trees, not just growing, but tied, are lined with segments of armor or old cans, weapons that look dulled, or utensils that are metallic in nature, creating some type of perimeter from whatever might be up ahead of you all. And luckily, all of you have passives high enough to notice this.
These things are, like, wrapped in these vines?
The vines are tied around or through them loosely so they can stay jingling or moving.
It's a perimeter alarm.
Okay.
Don't mess with it.
Thought maybe they were, like, vines that ate people. And these are, like, what's left.
Let's not rule that out, but from what I'm looking at, it looks like it's an alarm someone set.
I mean,
It could be
last
the
time I
bugs.
saw weird plants, you know, I threw a hatchet and they attacked us.
And Liara is always talking to plants, so like I said, we won't rule that out.
Okay. So what do you all do?
Move past it carefully.
Okay. So some of you step over it, others kind of duck under as you move around, and you get onto the other side of this perimeter wall of sorts. I would like acrobatics checks from each of you that are going to try to get over them.
I can't access my character sheet yet.
Acrobatics, you say? Anyway, I could athletics around them.
Do you want to just high jump? I'll
Probably
raise
be
the
better
DC,
than
but sure.
acrobatics.
I'll raise the DC, but sure. All right,
I'm
Edgar,
also
you
out of
rolled
my
an
character
11.
sheet.
All right, I'll just open everyone's character sheets real quick. Okay,
You don't have to do mine.
that's
Yeah,
great.
I'm good here.
Okay.
Mountain.
Trivial, it's laughable. You grab onto the side of the tree, you pull, hoist yourself over, and slide down the tree, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
all of you are doing pretty good.
Am I able to
Yeah.
just send my echo and then teleport to it?
Yeah, of course you can. Blink.
You're so lazy.
Hey, it's useful.
Insert Jetson's car noises as I float over it.
So, all of you are now on the other side, I believe. Oh, yeah. So, now that you're over there, you look around and this area seems a bit more cleared out, right past the first 10, 15 feet of bushes and trees. As if the area has been excavated considerably and mounds of dirt have been piled up to create a raised, elevated stature further past that. As you begin moving over there, you also notice that there's a rudimentary pen up ahead made out of twigs and sticks that were tied together, and inside of the pen appears to be a couple of pigs and a chicken. Right beside that, there's a hollowed out tree trunk that looks fairly large that has a segment of bark placed in front of it that looks a little off kilter for all of this.
Like to investigate
All right, go ahead. What are you investigating?
that tree trunk with the off-kilter door.
All right, you go over there. Go ahead and roll your investigate. Oh, I'll roll your investigation.
Thank you.
Yep. 22.
At this
As you
point, I'm
approach-
liking it when you roll my stuff for me. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. You won't like it for very long. As you move closer towards it, you peer over that section of bark, and you see inside there's some draped segments of clothing, a mask hung up on the side of a wall, and what appears to be a bedroll in the corner.
I'm curious about that mask.
Well, do you move the bark?
I want to check for traps first.
Sure. We'll maintain your 22.
Okay.
And what about everybody else? What's everyone else doing during this time?
Hopefully existing.
I'll try to back her up, make sure she doesn't get attacked.
All right. As you're
Kind of-
looking, Sebastian is holding his hammer.
I'm gonna fly in the air and keep a lookout.
Roll me a
I'm
perception.
gonna look for more bugs.
Roll me an investigation.
23 on my perception.
Nice. 14 on investigation. Nice. Moose. The hollowed out tree trunk actually, as you float up and look around, on top of some of the branches, there are small platforms of branches that seem to be tied up, hidden, and it looks like seating platforms for individuals. And another one of those bark doors into the hollowed out tree. Aside from that, in this area, you see quite a few large creatures in the woods moving around. Luckily, most of them are staying away from you. And yeah. Casimir, there are no more of these bugs on you. Luckily. And none of them in your proximity either. So. Trivial. As you look around at the base, you move a little bit of the dirt on the ground, and you see that there's a copper wire inside of the dirt. maybe
Interesting.
2 millimeters deep.
I want to follow that wire, both ends, see where they lead.
All right.
I am now more curious about this than about that mask.
You grab onto the wire and pull at it, and it seems to go
Carefully.
around. Yeah. It seems to go up around the door frame in a perfect crescent all the way down, and it loops into itself.
Can anyone detect magic?
Yeah.
Someone want to check out this wire and
All right. I will cast Detect Magic.
Hard cast, 1 action. Boom. That is magical. It is abjuration magic.
That's abjuration magic.
okay then. I got nothing.
So, as you're all standing there, you hear from inside of the tree trunk, "What do you all want?"
We're looking for pirates.
I do not know anything about these pirates. You all leave.
Have you seen anyone other than us here on the island? Anyone new that isn't supposed to be here? You know, people passing through. Anything unusual?
Trivial, are you wearing your symbology openly?
No.
Okay. No. Leave now, or suffer the fate of Zamorian military. And you notice around in a circle, these globes of light all appear and begin to move very quickly, surrounding you all.
That's magic.
Would I recognize anything that he said?
Morian military, absolutely, because Morian has the largest navy in the world, because Orion is in Wake. Sebastian, with Detect Magic, those globules are illusions. All of them. And they reshape into arrows pointing at you all.
Yeah, we're cool with the Morian military. I'm good friends with the I can't remember their last Mori.
Are you good friends with this guy?
You're good friends with Morian.
No, the Mori. The people. You know, like the family.
Yeah, their last name is Morian.
I thought his name was Nobu Mori.
Was it only Mori? Oh, I always write it as Morian. No. It's Morian, right?
No, Nobu Mori.
Oh, shit. Yeah, the Mori.
It's the Mori clan, the Toku clan. It's kind of the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
The Toku clan, the one we killed.
Started with an H, I think.
The only thing I
Hanzo?
remember is his
Haku?
name.
Hanzo
Haku?
or some shit. I don't know. We'll
Hit
talk.
up my
We'll
old
ask
nose.
Nobu. Yeah, we'll hit up Nobu. Old Nobu. But anyways, Moose, from up top, you see a slight movement against the tree, as if a portion of the bark shifts over, and that section of that bark stays there, and it's kind of in the shape of a person. The person seems to be looking down at everybody. You all are here with the Morian military?
Jiro,
Well, not here
Yeah.
with them, but we're kind of working for them.
Yes, Moose?
Sorry, just something. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to fly over above him.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just above, like if he, how far off the ground is he?
30 feet or so, and then more tree branches and everything because jungle.
Then I'm going to maneuver Clipper into the jungle tree canopy.
Okay.
Shall I roll a stealth?
Sure.
Darn.
13.
So
Let me
you got a
look, see
pretty
if that
good.
worked.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He is
Talking to this
preoccupied.
Morian guy, I want to know. I'll ask. Have you been here long? You've got quite a well-stocked camp going here.
Well, I've been trapped here for... Try weeks.
3?
Da.
What do you mean trapped? Trapped in what way?
My boat, it is not here. It was destroyed. But all of you are with the Morian military?
We're loosely affiliated.
Roll a persuasion, Sebastian.
Because they're the ones paying all the bounties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, most. I mean, there are some independent bounties, but most of them come from Morian. For these
Your-
pirates, Morian.
Your boat wasn't the Beyonce, was it?
Well, you didn't have time to guidance yourself, so 10. That... Yes, that was our ship.
I'll have to insight check that.
Go for it.
That's one thing we didn't really check for to how old that wreckage looked.
Moose, he doesn't seem to be lying. Well, if all of you are here, you must have a way off this island, right?
Last we checked, yes.
Oh. Thanks the gods. Please back away from the door. I'm coming down.
At this point, me and Clipper are crawling down the bark of the tree behind him.
Yep. And he's
I
going
back
to
up.
slowly shift into the house or the hut in the tree, and you all hear footsteps coming downstairs, and the door opens up as you look at a human man. Not very tall, only about 5'4" or so. Slightly hunched over, pretty thin as well. With a mask covering his face. The mask appears to be that of a like black all the way around, but it holds over the eyes and leaves just like the mouth open, and the mouth looks very old. He looks at you all. Well, this is I wasn't anticipating getting guests out here.
So you've been out here for 3 weeks? Do you have, like,
No.
supplies?
I've been out here for 4 weeks. And I do not have supplies, well, other than what I kept on myself.
Are you hungry?
Ah,
Got some rations.
very hungry.
Give him some rations and water.
He'll take it and drinks the water and eats the food very, very quickly. Oh,
How are you starving if you've got a pig and chickens and are they not providing anything for you? Or are they
well,
bait?
I have 2 pigs and a chicken. The chicken has been laying eggs, but not very frequently, and it is smarter to keep the 2 pigs in case I would be here for years so that they may breed and I would have more pigs.
Okay. I'll buy
I've
that for
been
now.
Surviving off of eating other games, not as easily kept.
Hero.
Yeah?
So, if you could re-describe it, it was like his form was emerging, not his form, not his appearance, emerging out of the tree bark, right?
Correct.
Kind of like it's draped over in a tree bark shaped cloth or textured cloth, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to just start flying again over towards him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, how are you able to mill through tree bark?
What is this? Another abomination? And he starts like backing up away from you all.
I am no abomination.
That is what an
He's not from
abomination
around
would
here,
say.
but he's cool. He's like the mouse people. They're new.
The mouse people.
Mouse folk. Also,
In
don't
all
call
my
me an
years,
abomination.
I have never. I did not mean. It is a simple description of what I saw you as.
They keep to themselves. I'm not surprised you haven't.
You look like a hairless monkey.
That is very accurate.
Also, technically speaking, I am a fiend.
That is not what I would have assumed. I do not move out of tree bark. That is a it is an illusion. It is up there. I placed a illusion when I heard all of you coming from my alarm.
Hmm.
So, you all have a boat, yes? So we can leave, yes?
After we find the pirates.
And stop whatever they're doing.
Can you emphasize on what you are talking about, please?
We tracked a group of pirates into this area, and
Yeah.
we have reason to believe that they're doing something bad at some temple. The giant storm elemental pointed us in this direction. He doesn't like what they're doing either. And there's like abominations on this island. I think that they're part of whatever that is.
My group came here to investigate this island and its odd circumstance. We were not totally aware of what it entailed. And there was a different group already here when we arrived that were excavating inside of some ruined city here.
Yeah, it sounds like them.
You said there was a group already here. Are they not
No.
here now?
I have no idea. I've been hiding in case they are still here. They were the ones that we had to fight when we wanted to examine the underside of this location, but we were not anticipating some of our party to no longer be useful in a fight. some of us died, and when we tried to escape, there was a massive storm around this island, and it washed our boat onto the shore. Only a few of us survived that, and over the past few weeks, it has gotten down to just me.
Okay, is it just me, or like out in the storm, did we not witness this boat washing up on the rocks?
No, you saw it when you already approached.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that clears that up in my mind. I'm like, how is he here 4 weeks and we just saw this? Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. My mistake.
Well,
What did you mean by members of your group became useless in battle?
this island is very strange. As soon as you step into the ruins, there are, I theorize, dark spots in the gaze of divinity, and people who rely on that divinity for their magic become very difficult to be as useful as they usually are. Not to mention the spell suckers. Which, by the way, you all might want to check your feet if you trot through any of the Z water.
Oh, I already did that.
Oh yeah, we came across some of those things.
Do not attempt
They're
to
annoying.
cast magic or use magical abilities while you have them on you. They eat magic at an exceptional rate when you try to use it.
Yeah, I tried something shortly after we arrived, and it just didn't work. It didn't like get sucked away. It just like didn't work. That must be one of them black spots you're talking about.
Well, it certainly got worse after that group uncovered some tomb of some old king. I overheard one of them saying that while in the Underdark, divinity has no influence, and the rise of this king would cause more divinity to lose its potency, as his home is the Underdark, and if he grows in power, the Underdark spreads wider.
Maybe that's what the elemental was warning us about. That's what's being awoken.
I'm sorry, all of you talk to an elemental. Are any of
I've
you
translated.
concuss?
It was like a massive face in the sky that like looked at us and pointed. It kind of like shot lightning. It was weird.
Are all of you
We're not
okay?
concussed. I always go over their physicals. Call it an elemental is kind of like calling a mountain a hill.
That is strange.
It is a thing, and it is the storm. So it probably thought that you were part of the problem, so it kept you from leaving.
Well, if you come across it again, let it know it is his dick, and it is the reason 3 of us died.
Feel free to call it that.
I mean, it is kind of a dick, but I don't know. We sort of convinced it that we were coming here to stop whatever is pissing it off, which we assume to be these pirates. So
Well,
if we stop them, he'll probably go away.
oh great. So we're all trapped here until we can kill this pirate organization that seems to be the only group that knows what the fuck we are doing. And I presume their king that they resurrected. I mean, personally, I do not care if people cannot use their divine magics, however. Um, nice talking to you all. Please pick me up after you solve this issue.
What is
Okay,
your
I was about
name?
to ask.
My name is
You ha-
Henrik.
Henrik.
Yeah.
Why show up for like half a second?
All
My
right,
name
Henrik.
is Henrik Mellinger. I am the leader of the Cobblers Guild in Mordian.
Cobblers Guild.
We are the second largest cobbling society within all of Wick.
Can you like do something to our shoes to keep those things off our ankles?
Yes.
Would you?
So long as you promise to pick me up on your way out.
Hell yeah, man.
Absolutely.
You're cool.
Very well. Here. He swishes his hand and a bonfire erupts not very far away from you all. Dry off over there. Dry off your boots and bring them over to my hut, and I will fix them up for you all.
Nice.
Wunderbar.
If
Will
he runs
do.
away for boots, we're gonna have a bigger problem. We just came across a random shoe stealer in the middle of the woods. Now what are we going to do?
Yeah. Don't
Even
judge
that
somebody
German
for their
accent
poor
was fake.
taste.
Or else he laughs in neutral.
Ha 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 ha.
Make notes about random shoe stealing goblins.
Hey, they exist.
Oh, God.
Do you
that
know how
reminds
hard
me
it
of
is to be
something.
an adventurer without shoes? Oof. So anyways,
Okay.
you all sit down around the fire. He seems to give you all privacy as he does not want to be around you all.
Yeah,
Would
man's
anybody
proudly
like to
stealing
talk or
shoes
role
as
play
we
or
speak.
anything? I mean, you have to dry your shoes first and then he'll work on them, but, you know. You all are sitting here now.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
he's kind of weird, but he seems okay. We can, let him off this island. I think. Unless you
Oh.
guys think we shouldn't.
Watch him be some sort of cursed creature that's trapped here, and then we set him free, and he like unleashes chaos on the rest of the world. That would never
Everyone
happen,
has
though,
a
right?
left. Everyone only has a left shoe. Is that going to be its curse?
You can only ever find one sock when you do your laundry.
Jokes. I'm getting better at these.
You are. That was quite good.
So, how do you deal with it? And I hold up the sweaty hands again.
I will cast Prestidigitation on Moose and cool him off.
You
Thank
just
you.
kind of don't think about it.
I can't. Make my fur feel globule.
I mean, if you want, you can get turned into one of me and then you'll never have the problem.
A vampire mouse folk.
Oh, it nibbles.
It's so cute. Ow!
It nibbles. That's funny.
So imagine it has like the two front incisors and then two canines later. Like, I have 4 now.
Oh, God. Now we have to talk to your artist about getting that commission. Anywho, one by one, you bring your shoes over to him, and he'll call out, well, all of you should stay here for the night. I would fix up your shoes, but it takes a couple of hours each pair. And I have to reset all of my alarms.
Okay. Is it getting later in the evening anyway, so we would need somewhere to camp?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, you're stopping your day a little early, but you're trekking through a jungle. You dealt with a primordial entity that was pissed off. It's been a day. You know, calling it quits at 5 p.m. is reasonable when you have these days.
And there's like a clearing, there's like a nice spot, so yeah. I think staying here is not a bad idea. Especially if we don't have to deal with these bugs on us later on.
So,
I will knit Henrik a scarf while we're waiting.
are you using
In
the
this
good
weather?
stuff?
Absolutely, I don't have any bad stuff. I only bought good stuff. So it will be a nice soft scarf. Nice blue color to bring out his bark or whatever.
That is a
Does blue
wonderful
and
gift,
brown
thank
mix?
you. Not particularly well, but, you know, when in this place. So anyways, he fixes up your shoes one by one, and some of you, your shoes or boots have been aging for a while, not very well. Wear and tear, holes, and other choice things, and about halfway through, I'd say Sebastian's boots, he comes out here and takes the pig inside and butchers it for the leather. And then he comes back out here. So, can you all cook this over the fire? Because I need the leather to fix some of your shoes.
Alright.
I could
Very
do
good.
that.
There you go. And he just drops off a dead pig in the middle of you all.
That's such a waste.
Somebody give me a big stick.
Edgar, this is your moment, man. You've been training for this all 3 days.
Don't worry, I got this, guys. And I constantly look at the book while I'm trying to do it.
Alrighty. Roll me a cooking utensils.
I will give him
Let's
an
call
assist.
it
character
wisdom.
I will
Oh,
give
you
him
still
an
don't have a
assist.
character sheet either?
Guidance.
Nope.
Okay. Well, you're getting helped by Sebastian. He goes, yeah. Maybe you should put the apple there. Or hey, what about seasoning, right?
Well, he got
You think that's
guidance from
enough, Pepper?
Sebastian. I'm trying to say I'll give him a help action if I can.
Hey, so nice of you all. Wisdom check. Wisdom check. All right, dirty 20 plus 1, 21. I mean, given the environment, this is a good tasting roasted pork. I mean, roast pig is pretty good to begin with, and you all are kind of enjoying it. It's pretty damn tasty. There's a few little roots around here that actually end up being decent cooking additives. Not fantastic or anything, but decent. And the pig itself is actually cooked well done, but not like overly well done, just enough. And the fact that it doesn't have any skin on it, I mean, cooks faster. But who wants the pig's feet?
Recipe for pork chops, and I had to make some changes because I didn't have all the ingredients.
Oh,
Casimir
Casimir's a
doesn't-
vegetarian?
Of course. Don't eat meat. That's a terrible thing to do.
A vegetarian
Edgar, this is
vampire.
great.
Awesome.
However, Casimir, you are getting up on hour 12.
I know, but it means I need to eat Edgar. And you just kept hold of
Gag.
that eventually.
I'll toss a little seasoning on the side of my neck. There you go, master.
Lemon.
Does anyone else want to volunteer? Anyone?
Add a bit of garlic.
No.
Please.
Oh,
I need a little bit of substance. You're getting fat. My pet gave you food. Please don't let me eat him.
Sebastian, you're resistant to disease.
I am not diseased.
Yeah. Why?
Actually, I've been detecting a bit of gum disease.
Do you want me to bite you? You will find out about the gum disease. Don't dare say that about my teeth.
I never said anything about your teeth. Just your
You
gums.
smile and they glisten with a little spark of light. Ting!
Well, it sounds all interesting and all, but I don't think I want you.
It's just a
Fighting.
little nibble. It's fine. You'll barely notice
Edgar
it.
thinks it's fine.
Your mouth is the size of half of my body.
Exactly. I am curious to see how you would taste. I've never had one of your kind.
I would like to inform you that this is all my blood. This entire body is all the blood I have.
I'll
anything, that's
leave
like
you
a
with
shot.
enough.
I am not a shot.
I
I'll
feel like
leave
there
you with
isn't
enough
enough
to go
in,
on.
in Moose to satisfy you.
Oh, gone.
Poor Moose is
Whoops.
just a little shriveled up raisin.
I don't
like-
take a lot. It's just enough to satisfy me for the next half a day or so.
Yes, but look at the size of you compared to the size of him.
You'll be
It's
fine.
volume.
I have a remarkably low
So
blood
much for a
pressure
Oh my
pure
god,
already.
party.
fine.
Being all saying me, Edgar, come here.
Oh, well, if you're gonna drink from Edgar, then fine. I was gonna volunteer, but no, have Edgar. It's fine.
No, you all had your hissy fit. So much for being a party, being united, but no. There's so much to eat, but no. Edgar, I bite.
It's very
Oh, God,
unelegant,
heartburn.
very inelegant, very informal as well. Kind of like a teenager texting while eating a bowl of cereal type of deal. Just Ugh. And
Yep.
I mean,
Dribbling
his
it down his
blood-
shirt.
actually, let me look at Edgar's stats again so I can tell you what his blood tastes like.
His Constitution's second highest or highest.
He has it's very, very high iron content. Like, it's almost purely metallic. And there's a little, I don't want to say fungal taste, but definitely closer to that than mushroom.
It's very earthy. You might have bitten into a Warforged.
And no other flavor at all. Just iron, little bit of fungus.
I miss that Hydra. That tasted a lot better.
Can we not get into
His
it?
hump shrinks whenever he takes a bite.
Oh no!
It's just a blood store.
Oh. I saved it for you, Master.
I evolved for you.
God, I think
Oh.
I'm gonna be sick.
He's
Casimir,
like a camel.
This is what you wanted. You didn't let me. You just wanted this. This is what you get.
Casimir,
Yes.
I think I specifically stated I did not want you biting me if you ever joined our little group of people.
Yep.
I mean, yes, but it's also been some time. Those things can change. It's just a nibble.
I am going to write up a formal contract if you ever threaten me this way again.
Not to threaten. So to
It is.
really threaten you would be bad. But this is just food.
I have a flying beetle thing that has a shell around where I hide. I will leave this moment if you try this.
I like this interaction. Well, anyways, since all of you are getting your nom on, I think now would be a decent enough place for us to go on break. So when we come back, we can get to potentially dungeon diving. Players, thank you very much, and we will be right back.